Hi, this is Starry Tarot, and this is the reading for the sign of Taurus with your Pluto retrograde prediction for the next 6 months. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, if you feel like this reading is relatable, please do like, share, please do subscribe. Okay, so Taurus, I guess you guys already know what Pluto retrograde is all about. It's been retrograding in Capricorn it's been transiting in Capricorn for the past 16 years, and it's going through the last leg of its phase. Okay, in Capricorn, it's retrograding in Capricorn till Jan 2024. Now, we did have a brief period where it dipped back into Aquarius for 3 months, okay, which is March, April, from March onwards to June beginning. So April, May, June, right? So beginning of June, so March, April, May, let's say it like that. Okay, so during that period, you would have gotten a snapshot of what your next 13 to 14 years is going to be like, or maybe even more than that. I don't know how long it's going to last, the next transit. It's going to be in Aquarius. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that you guys were in this really extremely happy phase, okay, in the recent past. Okay, so there were a lot of breakthroughs. So you guys were one of those signs that you guys had a lot of breakthroughs in the last 3 months. Okay, but the universe is going to test you to see if you really learn the lessons to keep this happiness going. Okay, so it's going to do this one last round of revisiting all the situations and things that kept you back and make you take certain actions, okay, as to, for example, bring back the same toxic people that you got rid of, and then finally you were liberated and making like really good money, spending time on yourself, and then these people are coming back and you're just like, oh, okay, let me take them back, and immediately all the things you were focusing on goes down the drain again. So the universe is going to be testing you whether you know how to keep this happiness with you. All right, there are going to be a lot of situations and people you're not going to be waiting for. I'm seeing that in the next 6 months you're not going to be waiting for any motivation. Things are like thoughts are going to come into your head to be taking action, and you're immediately going to just take action. Okay, it could be about putting your services out, or just like doing things that would have once scared you. You might just be like, no way, I'm not even gonna overthink, I just feel like doing it, I'm gonna go do it. Okay, so you're gonna be very spontaneous. All right, even in love situations you're gonna be really spontaneous, but be careful, that could come, maybe this was a trait of yours before. You were really spontaneous and you would plunge into certain situations or things without really thinking what exactly would be the repercussions of it, and then finally you would have to pay for the repercussions. All right, so you are like the people who you're dealing with, they're going to be at a distance, they're going to be waiting for you, and you might have to push the situations to move forward, because these people are like waiting for things to come around for them, the right time, the right place, the right day. You're not going to be waiting. Okay, so you're just going to be like, okay, what are these people waiting for? The people that you're interacting with, even in a love situation, or lovers, or partners, these people are going to be like holding back, waiting, putting their energy, assessing. You're just going to be like, what is there to assess? All right, so you're going to have like a lot of work. You're going to be very short-circuited during the next 6 months. You're not going to have patience with people. Okay, you're going to be very like cutthroat. You're going to be like, okay, you want this, you get it, that's it. If you don't want it, you don't get it. Just say it. That's it. You're not going to wait for people. All right. But these people, whoever around you, they're going to be in waiting mode. All right. They're not going to be making as quick-paced and fast decisions. If it's a love situation, you're going to have some kind of distance with people at, with whoever you're dealing with in love. It could be long-distance connection stories. Your challenge is the Two of Wands. All right, so it's like you're not going to stand back and like you will be forced to stand back, sit back, and just assess and see or look into the future as to what is the right path, what is the right thing that you need to do. Think before you act. Okay, but you would just not have the patience to do that. All right, and that's gonna end you up in like some kind of heartbreak of a situation. But that's your power in the next 6 months. All right, in the next 6 months there's going to be some kind of truth that comes out about either the work situations, or like whatever money things that you're involved with, or even a love situation which involves a third party kind of an information, and you're going to be like, okay, that's it. I'm going to take this as a lesson not to deal with these people, because you're on a different frequency, okay? It's not like good or bad, it's just that it's different. All right, so these people who you're surrounded with, they want to be a little bit more careful before taking action. In the meantime, you're going to be feeling a lot more restless and a lot more spontaneous, which is a very not Taurus kind of a thing to be doing, but you're not going to be exactly in your element in the next 6 months. All right, it's like you guys are going to be rushing and pushing things because you have already seen what any situation could give you in terms of happiness, and you would just want more and more and more of it. You would literally want to milk the universe, okay? With like some of you, if you're not aware of the astrological events that's happening, you're just going to wonder like, why exactly is it that my happiness is not continuing? So you're going to be literally going into the cockpit and pushing every button possible, hoping that the plane is gonna like lift and like fly on its own. But that's actually gonna end you up in heartbreak. But this heartbreak is gonna teach you that, like certain people are not on your same level of frequency, and you're not planning to change being spontaneous for the next 6 months. Instead, you're going to move on to newer and better people who will actually be more of your kind, which is like not waiting around and not just going with the flow and suddenly taking action. Like if you say something, they're up for it. If you want to go ahead with something, they're up for it. So you would be interacting with new people because of whatever heartbreaks happen. You're not going to be waiting around with third party situations. You might be spontaneous, but you're not very much into like keeping options, whereas the people who you're dealing with, they're going to be very skeptical and keeping options. Okay, so Taurus, I'm seeing that you guys are the main reason why you guys are so spontaneous is because you guys are very certain. Okay, once you get on board with someone or certain situations, you're not going to be uncertain about wanting to be with that person or wanting to be in that company or wanting to be in that role. Even if you hate that position, okay, you'd be like, okay, now that I'm here, I'm gonna take control of it. I'm not going to like sit and think about, is this right for me, is this not right for me? It's too late to do that, right? You're gonna be in that mode. Okay, so the external situation surrounding your life during the next 6 months is going to be bringing you new people, okay, who you could be having emotions with at a very like small level. But that's good, okay, because these people have to learn how you are currently rolling for the next 6 months, and it's not going to be in a very Taurus way. It's more like you're very certain of what you want, and you don't need to be sitting around waiting around assessing and doing things like that. But all the people around you are like all into assessments, okay? But the question is, all these new people that you're inviting, are these people exactly the same as the old people, or are they of your new frequency? So definitely there's like this frequency shift that I'm seeing, okay, for all the signs, for Aries as well, for you guys as well. But for you guys, it's more about you guys taking action and not waiting around, because you know exactly what you want and you are not keeping options at all, okay? You are not waiting around thinking, is this right for me, is this not right for me? No, you're like, whatever it is, I can make it work, okay? But because I have the game plan for it. But the other person has to be up for it, to see it in that sense, okay? Like whatever it is, you can make it work. Nothing could be as bad, and you're not even going towards a pool of situations that is in that range of bad that you even have to question it. You already have that part covered, okay, is how you're going to see it. So all this skepticism is going to be really like it's not something that you're going to put up with. But be careful, Taurus, because I'm seeing that you guys might be going a little too fast with life, okay? You're fearing that you're going to be at a place where you're going to cut off, like you might have to cut off a lot of people because of like verbal arguments, fights, triggers, things like that. And you're just going to be at that place where you would have ultimate clarity over everyone, and you're just going to make a final decision to be cold to everyone and cut everyone off in one go. You literally don't have the patience for anyone or any situation in the next 6 months, okay? Something is gonna be triggered within you for you to feel like, nope, if it's not the right thing or right situation. It's more like you have waited around and given people a chance to, like, okay, take your time, take this, do this, and do that. Even in work situations, you might have felt like, okay, I will give you your time to figure out why exactly this decision is more right. You can take your time to review, assess. Now you're going to be like, no, I don't care. I'm not going to sit and wait around for you to finish reviewing and assessing, for you to get back and tell me that what I already know is the truth. Okay, so you're going to be in that mode, Taurus. You're going to have like very little patience for everyone and anyone around you, because you have had so much patience for everyone and anyone around you all this while. It's like for the past 16 years you did that route, and now you're going to be like, nope, I don't care. All right, overall, by the end of this next 6 months, there's going to be this huge shift and tower moment where the universe is going to put you in waiting mode. Okay, the universe is going to stop you from going too fast, okay, and taking over and going ahead. You might feel like there's no one you could collaborate with, so you'd rather just like make moves on your own, but the universe is going to show you that nope, that's not how you roll with it. Okay, you need to, just because you went slow and like you trusted people and gave them their time for the past 16 years, okay, and finally you're touching happiness, okay, for those past 3 months, and now you want that happiness to continue, and you don't have patience for any people who want to BS you. That doesn't mean that you completely go in the opposite direction of like going reckless, right? So the universe is going to create some kind of tower moment that's going to show you how certain people who were taking their time were actually just wasting your time, and there were certain people who were doing it but for the right reasons, while you were being a little too reckless. All right, so the universe is going to highlight that to you guys, Taurus, okay, by the end of this year, and there's going to be a tower moment that happens, okay, and you're going to be put in waiting mode, waiting for things to fall back into place. All right, so you're going to be a lot more peaceful going into Jan 2024. You're going to be at a place where you're just resting, relaxing. You're not chasing after money, you're not chasing after people, you're just in your break mode. You don't want to, like, you don't want the love situation to work, or people to go towards, or people to come towards you. Nothing. You don't want work situations to be like all chaotic, and you feel like, okay, if you didn't make a move today or in the next 6 months, that means you're not working. You're going to be taking a very chill approach. You're going to be more like, okay, I did my best and I'm not going to sit and assess or think about it. You're going to be a lot more peaceful in your head. You're going to get out of your own head, and you're going to, yes, have thoughts, but not at the pace that you would be having during the beginning, which is like during the month of June, July. All right, so that's pretty much what I got for you guys. You guys are going to be entering your peace in Jan 2024, okay, and leaving out everything that was chaotic and not working with you at your pace, okay, but at the same time your reckless pace is going to be slowed down as well. All right, so that's pretty much what I got for you guys, Taurus, for this Pluto retrograde for you guys back into Capricorn and going into Aquarius in Jan 2024. I hope this reading is relatable and useful. If so, please do like, share, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.